Hi Gemini, I am the Awakened Dreamer, and I am here to give you a weekly tarot reading for the week of October 5th to the 11th. And I do want to, of course, take this moment to thank all of my new and returning subscribers. Welcome, everybody. And if you haven't yet, please do make sure to hit that subscribe button for me. And I more than appreciate all of your likes, shares, and comments. So head on down below and do just that. And don't forget to shoot me an email while you are down there about booking a personal reading. You'll see all the information you need in the description box. And more importantly, I meditated on your energy for the week. And the message that came through was guilty pleasures. Ooh, guilty pleasures, my friend. Let's get started by pulling a message or two from the Whispers of the Ocean Oracle deck. What do we have for Gemini to begin this weekly read? For Gemini. Thank you, Spirit. What else do we have? Looks like we have 3 for you. Be insightful and established. Ground and rebalance your energy. Bring your awareness into the now rather than allowing it to occupy the past or the future. It may feel like this week you drift mentally to the past or to the future, and we don't want to find ourselves stressing over either. So this is a good reminder to be aware and bring yourself back to the center, back to the present moment when need be. And then we have setting up parameters. Assess your relationships and determine how they are aligned with your goals. Setting boundaries requires an honest evaluation of your present relationships. You also may find today, maybe it's because you find yourself drifting to the past and reliving situations mentally, but you're going to feel the need to take a step back and reassess certain relationships you have with your soul connections in your life. And reevaluating whether they are still aligned with you or whether they're still beneficial to your situation moving forward. Some important decisions to make, potentially. And then last but not least, for the 3, unexplained wonder. Magical blessings and miracles are occurring in your life. All your prayers are answered now. Don't be surprised when this week and moving forward, you start to see some magical moments, some miracles just pop up in your life. And it might leave you just asking yourself, like, really? Is this real? Are we sure? And it's just because you're entering this sort of lucky phase. I feel like a lot of the work you've been doing on yourself and in your life recently will start to unravel and pay off. So don't be too surprised. Moving right along, I want to pull 7 tarot cards, 1 for each day of the upcoming week. Let's do some shuffling, of course. One more shuffle. Alrighty. Spirit, what do we have for Gemini to continue this weekly read? Bear with me as I lay out the cards and organize them. Alrighty, they're saying just pull the last 3. You may find yourself feeling a little anxious or a little bit on edge this week because we have the Page of Wands, which I call the anxious card at the bottom of the deck. Something to keep in mind. Alrighty, my friends. Starting off on Monday, we have the Queen of Wands. Good start. Feels like your week is going to start off with you feeling a bit passionate, a bit confident, and kind of at ease with where things are heading. I really don't feel like this is the day when you maybe get any of that anxiety or stress. I feel like it'll be a day where you may find yourself taking time or cutting time out to meditate, allowing yourself to clear your mind and deal with the stresses of the previous week potentially. But I feel like you're going to be very happy that day as well. And then Tuesday, Ace of Wands. Your intuition may feel on fire on Tuesday, just like you know the truth in all situations that you encounter, or even ones that you potentially drift to the past and think about. Maybe a day of revelations and realizations about people and situations. You may also just be very in your head. It may be a day where you think and think and think and overthink and just dwell on situations. I feel like if there's any day in the week, Tuesday will be the day where you kind of drift to the past or to the future and you just kind of can't stay present. So take this meditation, this calm way of being on Monday, and try to find a way to implement it on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, death and rebirth. It may feel like on Wednesday you are continuing or just starting out this sort of rebirth, reinventing yourself or simply learning more about you and who you are or who you're becoming. Again, it feels like the beginning of the week, if not the whole week, has this sort of realization or revelation kind of feeling to it. So I feel like that's sort of continuing through to Wednesday. And I do feel like this change, this rebirth of yours that you're going through or starting will leave you glowing. It may feel like even that day, even though you're going through changes, if not moving forward, people are going to start to notice how you're changing and glowing and vibing differently. Because you're getting more in touch with who you are or who you're becoming. 7 of Wands for Thursday. Another peaceful day. It feels like, for the most part, there might be a little bit of anxiety on Tuesday, but Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, very peaceful. Very peaceful. It feels like you do a lot more meditating this day, a lot more contemplating, and maybe even trying to simplify things mentally after these 2 days. It does feel like you're very balanced at the beginning of the week and then at the end of this part of the week. Monday and Thursday are very calm, very balanced. You can see same kind of way of being, stance, same kind of vibe. I like it. It's the way I like to be. And moving right along, we have the 8 of Cups for Friday. There's something or a situation that you just sort of walk away from at this point. I feel like it's somebody or a group of people more so. Because when we think back to setting up parameters, we were talking about reassessing, taking a step back, reassessing some of these relationships, these soul connections in your life to filter out the ones that you no longer want side by side with you moving forward, that are no longer beneficial for you. And I feel like up until this point in the week, it took that time to kind of assess and pinpoint, I feel like, one person or a group of people that no longer will benefit you moving forward. They may even hold you back or get in your way. So you just decide to either Queen of Swords kind of cut them out, or most likely you just kind of turn your back and you're like, peace, gotta go. You don't hold a place in my future. At the very least, you don't hold a healthy place. So I have to make this necessary change now rather than later. Smart, strategic. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles for Saturday, for the weekend. On Saturday, you might feel very focused on your finances. You might feel very, or at the very least mentally, even if you don't work towards your finances this day, you're going to be thinking about how you're moving slowly but surely towards something financially, maybe a financial goal or the building and development of a business. But whatever it is, it might feel a little too slow for you these days. Just have patience. Allow yourself to go with the flow of the process and realize that it will grow and it will develop when it's meant to. But for now, you just kind of have to be patient with this in-between stage as you go through rebirth and grow this financial harvest of yours. To finish off the week on Sunday, 6 of Swords. It's almost like this could be you walking away from another situation in the week, you know, just making all these necessary changes and walking away. But for a lot of you, I feel like this is more symbolizing you leaving the old way of being behind, leaving the old you behind. It's aligned with the Death and Rebirth card. Also going back with the Ace of Wands aligned with the Knight of Pentacles, don't overthink this financial situation. But back to these two. It does feel like you're leaving this old way of being behind, this old you potentially, this old life. And with it comes other situations you have to leave behind. But it feels like it may be an emotional day because of it. It may be hard for you to grasp or handle mentally. But just realize that in the end, now that you were drawn to this video, in the end, this is a necessary step. It's a necessary change. You will thank yourself in the end. Let's wrap this reading up by pulling a message or two for you from the Find Your Happy deck. What do we have for Gemini to wrap up this weekly reading? What else do we have? But it does feel like this is a week as you do go through these changes and developments and realizations and revelations. I feel like you do find times in the week to wrap yourself up in guilty pleasures. Or at the very least, you're encouraged to do so. I feel like these guilty pleasures will allow you to, one, feel good about yourself and just kind of get in a good vibe, a good vibration and mindset. But also it will just simply maybe distract you a little bit and allow you to deal with the next change, the next development a little bit fresher. You won't be carrying the feelings and emotions from the previous change into the next. Instead of focusing on the anger, I focus on healing the pain. I was saying that you may have a bit of an anxious week ahead of you at times, but apparently some anger will be thrown into the equation as well. When it feels like maybe some anger will pop up when you have to let go of this person or situation, or when you feel like you're growing and leaving this old way of being behind, this old life. Just sort of embrace it and be one with it and realize that it's all part of your healing and growth. Everything isn't happening to me, it's happening for me. So when these changes happen and these things happen in your life that feel inevitable, just realize they're happening for you, not to you, for your growth, for your development, for the process of you becoming who you're meant to in this lifetime. A stronger, wiser version of you. So on that note, if you haven't yet, please do subscribe to my wonderful channel and head on down below and do like this video and leave me a comment. I want to hear all about your situation. And while you're down there, don't forget to shoot me an email about booking a personal reading. And I hope you have the most amazing week, and I will see you next time. Bye, Gemini.